I don't want this video to end up being a million years long, so I am just going to get straight into my top 40 for Miss World 2023. Miss World and their top 40 always drives me insane because personally I think 40 is too much, but nevertheless we do have to act like the Romans when in Rome, and so for that reason I have gone through the effort of going through all of the 100 and something contestants in order to come up with a top 40. So at number 40, I'm going to go through rapid fire up until my top 12 pretty much. I have Canada. At number 39, I have Mongolia. At number 38, I have Nepal. At number 37, we have Guatemala. At number 36, I have the Dominican Republic. At number 35, I have Ghana. At number 34, I have Nicaragua. At number 33, we have Venezuela. At number 32, I have Trinidad and Tobago. At number 31, I have Indonesia. At number 30, I have Slovakia. At number 29, I have Bolivia. At number 28, I have Wales. At number 27, I have Moldova. At number 26, I have Iraq. At number 25, I have Guyana. At number 24, I have Lebanon. At number 23, I have Albania. At number 22, I have Malaysia. At number 21, I have Belgium. At number 20, I have Poland. At number 19, I have the United States. Now, this is the very first Miss World America representing the United States ever since the previous edition's first runner-up, Sri Sieni, took over the Miss World America franchise. So I am actually very interested to see how Victoria de Sorbo will end up doing. But right now, I really actually do like her, hence why she's essentially in my top 20. At number 18, I have Thailand. Where do I begin? Where do I even begin? With Tarina Boetis. You guys know I'm South African, and so I'm very excited to see that a fellow South African is representing Thailand at Miss World. You guys know Tarina Boetis, or you might not know, but I'm telling you now. Tarina Boetis grew up in South Africa. She's half South African, half Thai, and she actually grew up pretty close to where I grew up. I never personally met her, but she grew up like 30 kilometers away from me, and we're pretty much the same age, and so I'm very excited to be seeing her representing Thailand on this world stage. The growth this woman has gone through is immense. I have a whole video that I made about her while she was still competing at Miss Universe Thailand, so it's up until that point, but it pretty much goes through her entire life and pageantry career up until that point. So I will link that for you guys to go and watch if you want to know more about Tarina Boetis and her entire journey. Of course, I'm very excited to see how she will do. At the moment, she is at number 18 for me, but don't get me wrong, she is still one of my very, very favorites, sentimentally, and also because I do believe that she has the skill to do well at Miss World this year. Moving on, at number 17, I have Colombia. At number 16, I have the Philippines. And at number 15, I have my birth country, South Africa. Now, guys, South Africa, the Miss South Africa organization recently got rid of their Miss World license, which they had held until last year, but they have held it since 1956, and that was actually the only license that the Miss South Africa organization held up until they acquired the Miss Universe license in 1998. So seeing them getting rid of that license was very, very sad for me personally, due to the fact that I am a very big pageant history nerd. But there is a new organization in South Africa called the Miss World South Africa organization. I know, very unique name. They must have put a lot of thought into that, being sarcastic, of course. But nevertheless, I will be supportive, and I do have a lot of faith in the woman representing my birth country this year, Claude Mashego. She is a doctor, you know, she has her little Beauty with a Purpose campaign together, and, you know, thus far, things seem to be going okay. It's always scary when a new organization takes over, but I am waiting in anticipation to see how they will do at Miss World this year, although I'm pretty sure that South Africa will manage to place, hopefully my birth country will place in the top 12, even in the top 6, even win, who knows. But right now I have her at number 15. At number 14 I have Paraguay. At number 13 I have Spain. And moving into the top 12, I have an unusual country at number 12, Turkey. Now, Turkey is not a country that you hear a lot about in the pageant industry, but I must say this year I am very impressed with Turkey's contestant at Miss World. Her name is Nursina Say, and she is an architect, and oh my goodness, is this not the most stunning woman ever? I definitely think that Turkey's contestant this year definitely has what it takes to do well at Miss World. I'll have to see exactly how well, but right now I have her at number 12. At number 11, I have Brazil, Leticia Frota, who is an entrepreneur and digital influencer. Now, to me, Leticia just comes across as being very friendly. She comes across as, you know, having a lot of love and light, exuding that. And I think that that's what makes Miss World girls special. For me, I can definitely see a Miss World girl, you know, tell a Miss World girl when I see her. And I definitely think that Leticia Frota is a perfect example of what a Miss World girl is. So is the woman I have at number 10 right now, Australia's Kristen Wright. Oh my goodness. When I saw this woman, I was immediately like, this is the perfect Miss World girl. She is so happy, she is so joyful, or that's how she comes across. She is a biomedical science student. She cares about the environment, obviously. And not only I think that Kristen Wright is the archetypical, is that even a word? She is like the blueprint for an Australian girl, but she's also the blueprint for like a Miss World girl, especially in the olden days of Miss World. Kristen Wright, to me, I don't know, there's just something about her that drew me in. I really, really, really like her, even though I haven't seen a lot of people talking about her. At number 9, I have Peru, Lucia Arellano. Peru is an international business degree holder. To me, she is also gorgeous. I can definitely see her in the top 12 at Miss World. At number 8, I have Costa Rica's Chrisley Salas, who is a nutrition and communication student. She also knows sign language, which I think is beautiful. Imagine her doing the little, you know, head-to-head challenge in sign language, answering questions in sign language. I just love that she knows sign language. That's, to me, always when I see pageant contestants, you know, doing inclusive little things like answering questions in sign language, it just pulls on my little heartstrings. And so I have high hopes for Costa Rica at Miss World this year. At number 7, I have Mexico, Alejandra Diaz de Leon, who is a former Miss Globe. So she has actually already proven her pageantry chops at a minor international pageant, although a lot of people don't see it this way. A lot of people actually like Miss Globe. Personally, I don't follow Miss Globe, but I do think the fact that Alejandra has already held an international title, I think that bodes well for how she will perform at Miss World this year, especially since she actually held the Miss Globe title a while ago already, and so she must have improved ever since then, which I am hopeful for. So, moving into my top 6, guys. At number 6, I have Ethiopia. Now, Ethiopia stands for Women Empowerment. She's also a commercial model. There's something about Ethiopia that has drawn me in, and hopefully the same effect will be felt by the selection committee of Miss World. There's just something about her that I just couldn't help but absolutely adore her, you know, especially from the whole, I don't want to use the word persona, but, you know, the image that she has curated online. I really like Ethiopia, and hopefully she will not disappoint because I do have her in my top 6. At number 5, I have India's Sini Shetty. Guys, now you have to understand, Miss World's being held in India this year, and usually the girls from the countries where the pageant is being held do have a bit of a home ground advantage, but I must say, India would be in my top 5 no matter where Miss World was going to be held, because I absolutely adore India's contestant for Miss World this year. She is an accounting and finance degree holder, and she is a dancer and a dance teacher. She's an excellent dancer. I really like India's contestant for Miss World this year, and I see her going very far. Now, of course, India is the country which holds the most Miss World crowns, and so it's no surprise that they have an incredible contestant yet again for Miss World this year. At number 4, guys, I have England, Jessica Gagan. Now, I know I'm not the only one. I've seen quite a lot of people adore this woman because she really is trying. But not in a cringe type of way. She is putting in effort, I should rather say. She is an aerospace engineering graduate, and she has a strong goal for educating but also inspiring people, not only young women but young people in general, to get more into sciencey type of things. Now, I don't know if you guys know, I'm not a STEM-y type of person. I'm very much a creative type of person, bit of an intellectual, but am I like the science girly? No, I'm not, okay? But I must say, it's been quite fun going through Jessica's Instagram, seeing her little thingies. Even though it's not my cup of tea, she really does present it in a very educational way. And so I do have a lot of respect for what Jessica is doing. She's very charismatic, obviously beautiful. She is also really, in my opinion, a typical Miss World girl. And so I am rooting for Jessica all the way. I hope she does well at Miss World this year. At number 3, another favorite of mine, France. Guys, Clemence Bettino. You guys know. I adore Clemence Bettino, okay? She competed at Miss Universe 2021 and got into the top 10, but I have adored Clemence ever since she was crowned Miss France 2019, and that was right after or right before Zosie, I think, was crowned Miss Universe. That was a long time ago, guys, and she is still competing, representing France. Now, the interesting part about Clemence and why I really loved her journey towards the Miss France crown is that she's not actually from mainland France. She is from Guadeloupe, which is a little island. And so I just love her trajectory from, little island girl up until competing at Miss Universe, getting into the top 10, competing at Miss World. She's the CEO of an events and communications company. I just love how Clemence has grown. She's very inspirational to me. I adore Clemence Bettino. She has this cool sort of confidence about her. Clemence Bettino, in my opinion, can do no wrong. At number 2, I have the Czech Republic. She speaks 4 languages, English, Polish, Slovak, and German, and she's also an avid volunteer. I've seen a lot of people also talk about this woman and how she could be the next Miss World, which I also could definitely see happening. I really like the Czech Republic as well. So right now she's at my number 2 spot. We'll have to see how she does throughout the competition over the next few weeks. At number 1, guys, I know this might be controversial, but I have Puerto Rico's Elena Rivera. There was just something about this woman that has stood out to me from the moment I started researching all of the girls. I just couldn't get her out of my head. She's so natural, she's beautiful, she's a marketing student, and she has a little vintage clothing store. Honestly, looking at my top 6 list, there are girls who have more accolades than Puerto Rico. A lot of people might say that India, England, and France ought to be the top 3 for me, right? But to me, there's just something about Puerto Rico which forced me to put her as my number 1 for now, okay? So we'll have to see throughout the next few weeks we're gonna have head-to-head. We're gonna have all of that, which is very exciting. Head-to-head is, guys, it is literally one of my favorite parts of Miss World, because you really get to see, okay, who's a serious contender, who maybe is not in the running for the crown. They just don't know it yet. You know what I mean? So I don't want to sound mean, but you know what I mean. So I just will have to see about all of these women. But right now, this is my standing for Miss World 2023. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And guys, also, right, last thing, if you're still here, I have started some new social medias. So I have a new Instagram account for pageantry things only, a Facebook page, I'm on X and Threads, and I'm sure there's something else. Oh yeah, TikTok. So yes, go ahead and follow me if you want to. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.